Shalom. First, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Barakatah, Barakatah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to the late Akim out there, pushing the word of truth with sincerity. In the video, gonna be about an article that I seen on CNN, money.cnn.com about Starbucks closing 8,000 of its stores May 29th for racial bias training, because it was a situation that happened where two Israelite man, well people call them African American man, was in Starbucks and they got arrested for nothing, and it's gonna explain it more as I read in this article. But the point of this video is just Esau, he's showing his horns, man. You know how the Lord said he gonna put hooks in Russia's jaws, and turn him back to his old Soviet Union state. No, he the same way with Esau too. The Lord gonna put hooks in Esau jaws, man, to turn him back into that old country, fuck you nigger type of mind state. And that's what mind state they going back in. This is CNN.com. It says this title was Starbucks will close 8,000 of U.S. stores May 29th for racial bias training. Tell you what, it says Starbucks said it would close its 8,000 company-owned stores in the United States on May 29 to educate employees about racial bias. The announcement follows an uproar over the arrest of two black men who were waiting for a friend at a Philadelphia Starbucks last week. Which we ain't black, man. Black is just a color. Black meaning void of light. It's like a negative word. We Israelites. But that's the part of our curses. We're gonna be a proverb and a proverb among the nations. But continuing on, the store manager called the police. The racial bias training will be provided to about 175,000 workers. I spent the last few days in Philadelphia with my leadership team listening to the community, learning that we did wrong and the steps we need to take to fix it, Starbucks CEO Kevin Johnson said in a statement. While this is not limited to Starbucks, we're committed to being a part of the solution, he said. Closing our stores for racial bias training is just one step in a journey that requires dedication from every level of our company and partnerships in our local companies. So they closing their stores over this, man. Which, man, Esau, that don't mean nothing. Just because you closing your stores, that don't mean, that's gonna only calm 2/3 down. Okay, they doing something about it. That's gonna only calm 2/3 down. That's not calming the brothers down. The brothers still hate your ass, man. You ain't our friend, man. You not for us, man. But continuing on, it said the two men entered the Starbucks on Thursday and asked to use to the bathroom. And an employee told them it was only for paying customers. So they went in and asked to use the bathroom, but the employee said it was only like, man, you only can use this bathroom basically for if you pay here, basically, if you buy something here, which that's unheard of, because I didn't see people walk in Starbucks, McDonald's, Wendy's without even paying just to use the bathroom and come right back out. So on said, well, they then sat in the store without ordering anything. The manager called the police and the men were arrested for trespassing. No charges were filed. So, man, so that's all I'm gonna get on that, man. That's all I'm gonna get on that, because Esau, he's showing his horns, man. Esau, we was not brought on here on cargo slave ships. Salaki, we was not brought on here on cruise ships or yachts and nothing like that, or like a vacation ship. No, we was brought here on cargo slave ship to serve slavery, man. This is not our rest, and the Lord steady letting you know that through Esau, man. The devil, being the devil that he is, he gonna start revealing his horns. But Micah chapter 2, verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Arising and depart doesn't mean actually go to Jerusalem or go back to our land. No, the Lord gonna bring us back there, but it means depart mentally, man. Get your cares out of this life, man. Get up out of this life, man. Depart from this place. Get up out of this mentality of this American Babylon, Egyptian mentality, man. And depart to the name of the Lord. Depart to the secret shadow of the Almighty, which is the scriptures and His wisdom and knowledge and understanding. But it said, for this is not your rest. And yeah, it is not our rest, man. Because it is polluted, it's to destroy you with destroy destruction. Yeah, it's not our rest, man. This is not our rest. This was never meant to be our rest. This was meant to be a punishment for us, man. This place was not meant for us to chill and relax and wind down. Yeah, the Most High had mercy on us by putting the Spirit on Esau to take the physical chains off of us, man, and give us, have us able to, have a roofing on over our head and stuff like that. Nice roof, kind of a decent roof, you know. But other than that, man, this is not our rest, man. It was never meant for us to for it to be our rest, man. But the thing is, a gift destroyed the heart, and the gift destroyed you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' heart, man, to the point where y'all just totally sleep to who this man really is, man. This man Esau is the fucking devil. He will always be the devil, man. He kicked the man out the store just for trying to use the restroom. They couldn't even use the restroom and just for sitting there, man. Showing you Esau, he's a devil, man. You know. But so Rock chapter 12, verse 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. And the prosperity of a man's enemies will be grieved, but in the adversity, even a friend will depart. Never trust thine enemy, for like as an iron rusteth, so of his wickedness. Though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And yeah, so Esau, he humbled in himself, man. He humbled himself for a minute, man. These average Joe Smoke Edomites, man, Budweiser drinking Edomites, man, they feel the same exact way, man. They just humbling themselves. He just crouching, man. You know, that's the scripture where say one hanging down his head, man. Sadly, man. But roughly paraphrasing, he gonna basically he'll deceive you anytime he get a chance to do. Just like what Esau doing right now, he humbling himself and he crouching, man. But the Lord is basically rousing that southern mentality back up in Esau, man. But it said, yet take good heed and beware of him, because he's still the same devil that he is, man. You know? And why the scriptures say beware of him, I'm gonna get Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, man. Because these devils can never be right. They will always be the devil that the Lord created them. Just like we will always be the children of the Most High that the Lord created us to be. You know? Just like a lion will always possess the qualities of a lion to rip apart his prey and to always love meat. Just like Esau, he will always hate us, man, and be the devil. But the scripture said, beware of him. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in is not upright in him, but the just live by his faith. Yeah, beware of him, because his soul that's lifted up in him is not right. It's totally contrary, man. It's totally wicked, man. So you supposed to beware of him. That's why the scriptures say, though he humble himself, though he may look like, oh, he your best friend, he might smile. This is what Edomites always like to do, smile in your face and go crouching. Yet take good heed of him and beware of him. Beware of him, man. Be woke. Don't be sleep, man. Know who he is. Know who your enemy is, man. Because you do have enemies. Everybody not your friend, and your people is not your enemy, man. You so-called you Negroes or Latinos and you Native Americans, they not your enemy because they going through the same thing you going through, man. Y'all that's backwards. Y'all think each other is your enemy, but y'all not thinking and knowing that the white man who put y'all in slavery, which is Esau, is your enemy, man. He your enemy, man. You do got an enemy. His name is Esau and these other nations. Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not altogether been wiped away, man. And he just showed you that, man. The Lord put the spirit on that on the Edomite to do that, man, to show you that his rust have not been altogether wiped away, man. He's still that devil, man. He still got that hatred on you, man. That hatred towards you, man. Look at what he did to us in slavery, man. Like I always bring up, man, because that shit fucked my head up, African baby dodger. Um, the alligators, feeding the babies to the alligators, they use their skin as fucking postcard stamps. Like, come on, bro. I know the devil would do that, especially if nobody ain't never did nothing to you. So that's just that deep down hatred that Esau got for us, man. And he showed that for y'all just simply walking into Starbucks. Y'all was waiting for a friend and asking and just using the restroom, man, and not being able to use the restroom, and y'all accepted that by just sitting down and just waiting for y'all friend and him calling the police on y'all. The Lord show you that his rust has not been altogether wiped away, man. And the Lord about to really show y'all by way of Esau and these martial law Gurgle troops and shit, man, by coming through, kicking in your doors on raping your woman, taking your kids and shit like that. Esau about to be on some wicked shit, like a madman spirit none. You about to really see his rust have not altogether been wiped away. He's still that devil that he been. Habakkuk 2:4, man. His spirit that is lifted up it's not upright in him, man. He's always going to be a devil. But Ecclesiasticus, which is a rock, chapter 12, verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, and neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou then answer him with my words and be pricked therewith. Who did that? The North American Indians. They basically the whole motherfucking the peace treaty that they made between each other, man. They set them body and they was pricked by, you know, because Esau will always be the devil, man. Same thing now, man. Oh, I'm gonna take this chip, you know. Oh, this is made to help you with this, such and such, such and such. Okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna take it. But now, not even knowing that's to track your ass for when they come and round you up for martial law. That's to control your mental state, because your body got a electric going through it, you know. Your brain got electric going through it, and that's gonna send off signals to your brain to control your thoughts. They're gonna be able to see everything. So, yeah, Esau always a devil. Who will pity a charmer? Was he? You 2/3 are the charmers that is bit with the serpent. Esau is the serpent all the way from the garden, or any such as come now wild beast. So when that goes to sinner is to follow him and his sins, who will pity, man. You know, yeah, man. So no, I'm gonna continue on, and because this is perfect. Said for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. The enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood, man. You know? So man, that's just how Esau is, man. You know, he just imagine how to throw you a pit, imagine how to do this and that to you, man. You know, and they also doing Esau doing that, you know, in his little his little labs, his councils and shit. Oh man, what's this new disease that we can put out in the Israelite community, man? AIDS. Okay, we gonna put AIDS out there, man. We gonna put AIDS in one of the food supply, cause we supply their food. You know, they can't grow food because we told them they couldn't do that or they gonna get arrested. So we supply for them. So therefore, we gonna put AIDS in their tuna. We gonna put AIDS in their ramen noodles and shit like that. Now the person got AIDS, not even knowing that it's in them, and they passing it through our people, man, and shit like that. That's Esau. He imagining how to throw thee in the pit always, man. You know what's the chemical? Oh, chemtrails. That breaks down their body and shit like that. We could do that. Spray them over there, man. They just gonna think it's some. We already dumbed them down and made them stupid, you know, and put iPhones in front of their face and game systems and weed and all that type shit and Lil Yachi and Lil Uzi in front of their face. So therefore, they half of them don't even look up into the sky, you know. So we just gonna put chemtrails over their hood. We just gonna have a streets going across the sky, and they just gonna think it's clouds because they so dumb. That's how they think about y'all, man. They imagine how to throw the into a pit because Habakkuk 2:4, the spirit that is not that is in him is not upright in him, man. He could never be upright, man. He will always hate y'all, man. Going back to Jacob, the story of Jacob and Esau, man. Yeah, he still want that blessing. He mad about that, man. Esau will always have that deep down hatred for us, man. We fought together with him in the womb, man. When we was in the womb with him, you know, we was fighting in the womb, literally. Like we was literally banging in the womb, man. Like that's that's just show you that and us would never clean. It's like having a battery and you ever flip the battery, the negative side, and you put it towards the positive side, you know, and it would never, you could never make it touch each other. That's just like how Esau and Jacob, man, they could never come together, man. And every time they do, it will always break apart, man. You know. And so with that, man, you know, that was the article that I got on CNN.com about, you know, the dudes, the two Israelite men that walked inside Starbucks and they got arrested for doing nothing. You know, if you want to watch it, it's on CNN.com, or you can just type that in and it show the video. And with that though, man, stop trying to get Esau to be your friend. You know, wake up, man. Stop being stupid, man. Know that he is the devil, man. You know that what he did, man. Don't forget about, yeah, they taught us about some dumb shit in school. They didn't tell us about everything, but they told us that we was in slavery. Like in my day, and like back days, I'm only 19, man. But like back in my days, like, and when I was in school, you know, like in middle school, they taught us about slavery. You know, they told us about, you know, how we was in chains. They showed us slavery movies sometimes in school, man. So don't even forget about that. and do the research on your own. See that they did way worse shit than that, man. You know, and the spirit that's still in that devil, working within that devil, man. And he will always hate you, man. He got that spirit of Cain. He always want to slay his brother and do his brother dirty, man. But with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Bahashim, Okar Kadas Barakatah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to the elect Akim Monteiro, pushing the word of truth with sincerity. Shalom.